First stop, chicken feed, done. Stop 2 was the post office, and thank you to a subscriber. There are 10 pounds of bugs chicken feed. High protein chicken snacks. So thank you, and off to the next stop. Chicken feed, post office, gas. And the gas in Waldron is 20 cents cheaper than it is here in Boonville. And now I need some people food. Welcome back to Bobblehead Homestead. I am Jeff. Today is Friday. I made a few stops on the way to my old place. I am at the old place, and let's take a look around. This is the northwest corner of my property next to the lane. And we got the lane and the sun, and it goes up there, and then Jen and Wiley are way beyond there. But some suggestions lately to go ahead and set up my chicken coops and chicken runs before I move. Yeah, last September for my birthday we brought 5 hoop coops. I'll show them in a minute. And anyway, this is one of the reasons why not, because we're not done with the backhoe yet. These are HUGELKULTur pits right now. You can see the wood. This is going to be full of wood. You can see more wood. Great job, Drew and Lindsay. I think Jamie and Kevin were helping out too. And all that wood is going to go in here, and this becomes a HUGELKULTur garden. You can see it's on a slope going downhill. So the water runoff, and it'll fill, you know, that one's already full of trees and stuff. The water will go in there, the trees will absorb the water, retain the water. So in the heat of the summer, during a dry stretch, I'm not out here watering a garden every single day. So there will be 4 of these, and you know, the water goes downhill, so that'll fill up, it'll overflow, hit that one, that one, that one, and this one still has a little bit of water in it. And then because normally it was just washed straight down, and then there's a little creek here, seasonal creek, but I have seen quite a bit of water in there before. So this will keep the water on my property, which is a good thing. And I know a lot of people are complaining that I'm not turning this into firewood, but if you think of it environmentally, for the earth, burying trees that you take down for your house is probably about the best thing you can do environmentally. And you know what's going to happen is they're going to break down over years, and as they break down, the bugs and worms and grubs and everything else eat them, and it turns it into rich, beautiful garden soil. Yes, and in the meantime, it also retains the water, so that that's less work on you watering. I do plan on doing berries, and I don't know what all I will be doing in this HUGELKULTur garden, and it can change over time. But this is one of the reasons why I can't go ahead and set up the chicken runs, because there's still a lot of backhoe work to do. And well, here we go again with the HUGELKULTur. So when I do put a chicken coop over here, what I'm going to want to do is actually put 2 chicken coops right here uphill of the HUGELKULTur. So you know, chickens after dark until the morning, that's when they do most of their pooping. And it'll rain, it'll wash the chicken poop down into the garden beds, and chicken poop is great fertilizer. You don't, yeah, it's hot, but after it's aged or diluted, it'll be fine. So I won't leave the chicken coops there permanently, but to start off with, they will definitely go there, and I will be fertilizing the HUGELKULTur. Yeah, man, that seems pretty smart. So yeah, there's backhoe work still to be done, and so I can't be setting up the coops and the fencing, getting them in the way. So these are all clear out. There's another big one that'll have to go. Oh, sun, another big one. And I got more HUGELKULTur over here. I was hoping to have enough money to buy a few truckloads of topsoil, but I don't, so that might just have to sit there like that for a while. Unless we steal some, I'm out of time. Anyway, you can see some green stuff is starting to grow. Yeah, it's got a head start on everything else. So one thing the chickens will do is they will scratch this down to bare earth. So that's one thing that's gonna save me from some extra grass seeds. I bought grass and clover and fescue and flower seeds and stuff like that, which I should be, you know, planting right now. But what I'm gonna do is put the chickens in here. I'm gonna let the chickens just destroy everything and scratch it down to bare earth, and then I'm going to take them off of here, and then I'm going to plant seeds and get this going, you know, how I want it. But that probably won't be till, I have no idea. I am done guessing on when. I have no idea when. But yeah, so I'll probably put 2 coops in front of the HUGELKULTUR on contour garden. Put another one over here. Yeah, I can get a 5, and then we'll see about the roosters. Here's 2 of them. Not much work. Move them in place, throw a tarp on them, stick up some roosting bars, pop in some nesting boxes, and those are ready to go. Well, it's good the sun is out and start drying up some of this mud. I don't know, I wasn't up here, but we got quite a bit of rain down in Waldron yesterday and last night, and doesn't look too bad here. There's puddles everywhere, so we'll just see how fast it dries out. Yeah, the plan was I have 10 hoop coops, and all along my plan was I condensed all my flocks into 5 hoop coops at my current place. And we moved 5 hoop coops down here 6 months ago. And the plan was always to, you know, have these 5 hoop coops set up. All I got to do is move the chickens, and I can go back for the other hoop coops after that. I learned from when I moved to my current place not to try to do it all in one day. So that's been the plan all along, was to have these coops ready to go. But it turned that came back to bite me. I should not have done that. That was a big, huge, costly mistake on my part to go ahead and move those coops down here, because I could be making money right now hatching baby chicks. You know, that was 6 months ago. We had a pad ready for the house, and I'm still not moved here yet. So I had no way of knowing it was going to take another 6 months. And for the past 2 months, I've been thinking, man, I should bring some of those hoop coops back down to where I'm living now, so I can get my flock separated and start hatching. But I didn't do it, and I may still have to do it. I don't know, it's getting frustrating. But yeah, that was a big mistake on my part, because if I'd have had those hoop coops where I'm currently at, I'd have been able to hatch and take my time. Anyway, all right, what else in the comments were, why don't I just move here and poop in a bucket? They'd move in anyways and just use a bucket. No, they wouldn't. Not without water, you're not moving in anywhere. I know I'm repeating myself for a lot of people out here, but apparently I need to go over this again. Blue Box, that is the county water company. And so when you've got the county water company, you've got to follow their rules. And if you're getting county water, you also have to deal with the county health department. So I do not have final approval on water. We passed what's called a rough-in inspection. And that means they will turn on your water temporarily for testing purposes so that you can get everything up and running. Once you've got everything up and running, they do a final inspection, and then that's when your water is turned on permanently. So I do not have water in the house, and I will not until the septic is done. So I can't just move in here and poop in a bucket. I might end up pooping in a bucket anyway, because we'll see if I have enough money left over to buy a toilet. I've got the flange and everything in place. Yeah, should be able to do that. Yeah, you can find toilets relatively cheap. But yeah, so it's just not possible, you know, until you get final approval. And there's a meter on your water. That's how they determine your bill. So if I'm going through, you know, 30 gallons a day for chickens and 10 gallons a day for myself, they're going to be like, what's up, dude? You're only supposed to have this for testing purposes. Why are you going through so much water? I am crossing my fingers they can get that septic in next week. They couldn't get it in this week, and then we had the rain yesterday and today. So I don't know if it'll be dry enough by Monday, but it should be dry enough by later in the week. No more rain. I think next Friday we might have some more rain in the forecast, and of course that can always change. But yeah, hopefully they can get it in this week. That was another question. Why isn't Drew going to do it? That's a long story. I got at least 10 minutes to kill and still make it home by dark. Originally I had a nice budget and I was just going to hire it done and, you know, easy peasy. And then my budget kept getting eaten into and the time kept dragging on. So Drew was perfectly willing to give it a try, and he's got a backhoe, and that's, you know, half the battle. And so I hired the septic guy, and he drew up designs and everything. And I was under the impression that I could buy a 1,000-gallon, you know, concrete cement septic tank, whatever. And Drew could dig a hole. I could buy it. They bring it here, drop it in the hole, and then Drew would be off to the races. Well, it turns out that you can't do that. I think the makers of the septic tanks and the septic installers, they got a little racket thing going on. I could not buy a cement tank and have it dropped in a hole for $1,000. So then I started shopping for plastic tanks, and you know, they drop off a 1,000-gallon tank here, but then we'd have to get it into the hole ourselves. And Drew's backhoe just isn't going to do that. So yeah, I started looking at the plastic tanks. Those were $2,000. And on top of that was the septic design was made for a cement septic tank. So I'd have to go back and pay to have those plans redone for a plastic septic tank. And then, yeah. So, and then you have to coordinate all of the, you have to put gravel in, you've got to have the, you know, the holy hose for the, yeah, and so doing it yourself, they would have taken a lot longer, and it turns out because the plastic tank's so much more, it'd have been about the same amount of money. And luckily, thank you to my YouTube members, and thanks to generous PayPals, I can go ahead and have somebody get it done, do it all one day, bing, bang, boom, and off to the races from there. Because it can, you know, when you can't, anyway. So cross my fingers, septic will happen this week. No guarantees, as I am well aware at this point. And yeah, I'll probably come back out here, I don't know, Sunday, Monday, and see what the ground looks like. There are two ways you can come down the driveway, because they're going to have a 1,000-gallon septic tank. So they come down the driveway, and now that the water and electric, so and the septic's going in back, I don't even know. Anyway, so that would be the easiest way, but all in there is muddy, because that's where the electric and water lines were ran. Another option is they can go back behind this storage shed and around that way over to the septic area. So I don't know. That's all I got for today. It's a Friday night. I will, I don't know when I'll see you again, but thanks for watching. Thanks for everything, and take it easy. Welcome back to Bobblehead Homestead. I am Jeff. Today is Sunday. I am not at Bobblehead Homestead. I am at Drifting Dreamers 5. And they're over there working. So I at least can make all the action's going to be on their channels. I am all talk, no action today. But I came out here with Gary and Mary and Miley from Junk to Gems. And Miley, so all the kids they're out playing hide and seek and stuff right now. While Gary and Mike I don't know what they're doing. You'll have to watch their videos. I'm not much help in that department. But on the way up here, we left this morning, and hide and seek turned into Marco Polo, and then it turned into tag, and I got in the middle of the tag portion. But that's just a testament to this community around here. The kids can get together, have a wonderful time while the parents are getting busy getting stuff done. I was about to tell you on the way up here, Gary, Mary, and Miley, we stopped by my new place so that he can get his eyeballs on. We still need to do the drainage, everything underneath the cabin, you know, going out. We still needed to do that, and so we went up there, and he climbed under there and made a shopping list. So now I can go get exactly what we need, and hopefully we won't forget anything. And you know how it goes when you got to make 10 trips to town to finish your project. And then also the final things we'll need out in the storage shed for electricity. So I'm going to need some blue boxes and stuff like that. So, and he also came up with some great ideas that I hadn't thought of. But so it was great having Gary's eye out there and his experience, so that we can, you know, we'll probably do an, I wasn't planning on an outdoor plug, but we can do one. And I think we're going to put a spigot on the shed to house. So yeah, might as well do it now while we're, you know, messing around in there. So yeah, but that's all talk and no action. I am hoping that the septic company can come this week and get my septic system in. I was hoping that last week also. It'll happen when it happens. I have no control over when. What else can I tell you? Yeah, I don't want to spill any beans on what they're doing, but they've been working hard. I'm not providing any labor, but I brought the pizza, so that's at least something. Yeah, we went to my place and got my shopping list together. Then I picked up some pizzas and we came over here. David come on homesteading. He came down for a little bit with his four-wheeler, so there was a winch involved. It might be on their channel's videos coming out, so links down below. Great day. I took a day off from my side job work, and because I needed to get out of the house. I needed to get off the internet, and this was just a perfect Sunday, you know, a perfect weekend. I should have been working, but I took a day off and took a mental health break, as they call it these days. And today was a good mental health break. It's good seeing other people working hard, helping each other out, and you know, seeing kids being able to get together and have a good time. Beautiful day. It was freezing this morning. It froze last night. It was 30 degrees this morning, and I think we're probably up in the low 60s right now. So yeah, just a beautiful day. Nice little breeze, sunny. There's no leaves on the trees yet, so the sun is just, yeah, it gets you good. And I'm skipping my nap, and that's all right. Okay, I'm gonna start watching them finish up their work, and I'll catch you guys when I catch you. Hopefully septic this week, but I have no idea. Thanks for watching. Thanks for everything. Oh yeah, I want to mention Drew's Lens Reacts. Links down below. He dug up a video from 7 years ago of me talking about HUGELKULTur and my very first car ever. I think he was, yeah, anyway. But yeah, that was back, I was back in Illinois. Go watch Drew's Lens Reacts. Go watch his video. My beard wasn't as long as it is now, but it wasn't as gray as it is now either. And I was living in Peoria. I was dreaming and researching and doing everything I could to do what I'm doing now, what I'm on the verge of doing now. And well, it kind of reminds me that, you know, 7 years ago I was trying to get out of Illinois to get away from the side work that I'm having to do right now. And maybe this will be the last time I have to dip my ink in that well and make some side money doing that kind of work. I am close. So but anyway, that's a good reminder of how far I've come in 7 years. When I made that video, I never would have guessed I'd have enough land and resources and a friend with a backhoe to be able to try HUGELKULTUR on a pretty big scale. You know, we've got some big, long trenches, like 7 of them, that I'm going to be doing HUGELKULTUR. And that's what I was talking about in the video that he reacted to. And so yeah, kind of cool. All right, now I'll let you guys go. Thanks for everything. Take it easy. Remember those daffodils we planted here? Big group of people got together and dug them up and brought them over. Yeah, they're still going. At the time, they had different plans, but so this tree came down, but and they can move these daffodils. Let's go look at this other area too. We planted a bunch around this tree also. They added like a rock garden bed border. But what we have here in the front, these are daylilies. So those will be orange edible flowers that will bloom in like May. These tall ones, I'm not exactly sure what those are. Not exactly sure. Those might be a variety of daffodil. I'm guessing the jonquils, because those are taller. Anyway, those might bloom. Then over here we got a patch of, these are surprise lilies. So they surprise you when they bloom. And I think those are reds and oranges, maybe a white in there. But yeah, so cool.